In the heart of a small town, there lived a boy named Ethan. His family didn't have much, but they were rich in kindness. His mother always told him, "True wealth isn't in what you keep, but in what you give." One cold winter, the town faced a hardship. A storm had swept through, leaving some families without warm clothes or enough food. As Ethan walked through the streets, he noticed Mrs. Thompson, an elderly woman who lived alone, shivering in her doorway. Her coat was thin, and her hands trembled from the cold. Ethan looked down at his own coat. It was the warmest thing he owned. He hesitated. Giving it away would mean he'd be cold too. A small voice inside whispered, "If you give, you'll have nothing left." But then another thought came. Isn't love worth more than a coat? Taking a deep breath, Ethan removed his coat and gently draped it over Mrs. Thompson's shoulders. "Here, you need this more than I do," he said. Her eyes welled up with tears. "Oh child, how can I ever repay you?" she asked. Ethan smiled. "You already have," he replied. As he walked away, something unexpected happened. Even though he was without his coat, he felt warmer than ever before, not from the weather, but from the joy in his heart. Word of Ethan's kindness spread and something beautiful began to happen. The baker, seeing Ethan's kindness, gave Mrs. Thompson fresh bread every morning. The tailor, hearing about the coat, made a new one for Ethan. The grocer started setting aside food for families in need. It was as if one act of generosity had ignited a chain reaction of kindness. One day Ethan's mother smiled and told him, "Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Proverbs 11:25. You see, Ethan, giving doesn't take away from us, it fills us with joy. Ethan realized something that day. Happiness isn't found in what we hold on to, but in what we share. The more he gave, the richer his heart became. We often think that giving leaves us with less. But, in reality, generosity multiplies joy, not just for the one who receives, but for the one who gives. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts 20:35. So, the next time you have the chance to give, whether it's your time, kindness, or something tangible, don't hesitate, because in giving, you don't just help others. You unlock a joy that lasts forever.